Do you know why a bait rooster is placed on top of the coffin when it is buried? According to the folk rumor, this kind of chicken is also called the soul-attracting chicken. After a person dies, this chicken guides the deceased through the valley of the Yellow Springs, crosses the river of forgetfulness, and reports to the netherworld after drinking mungwa soup. In addition, roosters are also known as phoenix masters in folklore. If a rooster crows in a cemetery, it means that it is a piece of feng shui land, which can bless future generations with prosperity. However, there are requirements for a soul-attracting rooster, and it must be a rooster that is more than 2.5 years old to be a soul-attracting rooster. It happened in 2010. Jiaozhou City, Hunan Province. Kaisu Village's Li Zongping's father died. The old man this year, 73. In rural China, the old man over 70 is considered a happy funeral. So the children and grandchildren to the old man grand funeral. The main person in charge of the funeral was a famous master in the neighborhood, Lin Dauber. Master Lin asked Li Zongping to buy all the things he wanted, but he didn't see the spirit-inducing chicken. So asked about this, Li Zongping stayed in the village to look for a long time, did not find. A sight of the people told him that the Zhou family seems to have raised a. Li Zongping hastily door to door to buy chickens. But as soon as he walked to the door of the Zhou family, let him feel difficult. The Zhou family, two couples, are very strange. Usually do not deal with the village. Li Zongping is really no way. Had to knock on the door of the Zhou family. Open the door, is Zhou Xiongdong. Li Zongping carefully explained the intention. But see Zhou Xiongdong face expression instantly not right. Li Zongping from the doorway, while looking at the Zhou family's bait rooster, while softly begging Zhou Xiongdong. This Zhou family's large rooster is really beautiful, with oily fur and a lofty demeanor. Even the crown is standing tall. Zhou Xiongdong heard to buy his family's chickens to do attracting souls, then shook his head and refused, saying that his family's chickens have been raised for a number of years, and the daughter-in-law is too good feelings. Although Li Zongping heart a little prepared, but are the same villagers. A little face are not given, or some angry. But the chicken does not bite also cannot, and finally bite the bullet. Decided to give Zhou Dong $500. That Zhou Xiongdong heard the price too. Put on a difficult look, nodded. In any case, the funeral is still going smoothly. Li Zongping, as a filial son, holding the high-priced rooster, walked in the forefront of the team. The entire funeral procession, in the Lin Master, a sound of soul-satisfying sound to the western hill of the cemetery. Although it was a happy funeral, Li Zongping remembered that his old man had not had an easy life, but still could not help but cry. After the deceased was buried in the ground, Master Lin told Li Zongping to stop crying and kill the chicken so that his father could rest in peace. At this time, Li Zongping looked into the cemetery, but was confused. It turned out that just after arriving at the cemetery, Li Zongping tied a red rope on the feet of the chicken, tied him under the tree. But then the chicken was gone. Master Lin took a look at the seriousness of it. This can be a big problem. The soul-attracting chicken is the soul of the deceased from the home of the family he stayed to draw out, and in the deceased's physical body, after the earth, into the ground to lead the deceased to the department of the Yellow Springs. The words are so. But look at the chicken ran away. The mountains are not necessarily can be found. So Li Zongping and Master Lin shook his head, sighed, and took the family back to the village. People all go. Has been followed by Master Lin's apprentice. See the master plate face. asked him. Really that serious? Master Lin sighed again, told his disciple that the chicken does not die. Then the soul of the deceased will always follow. The only head of the soul do not know where it will follow, may become a lonely ghost. But the Li family did not care. Master and disciple cannot say anything. This is so past. But that night, so the big rooster Zhou family, but a strange thing. Zhou Xiongdong today ruthlessly extort Li Zongping a sum of money. The two families are quite happy. Drink some wine at night. Go to bed early. And I do not know how long I slept. Was woken up by a strange sound coming from the yard. At first, he thought it was the wind. But when he listened carefully, it sounded like the sound of his own big rooster flapping its wings. This time he was completely unable to sit still. Immediately took a piece of clothing to go out to check. And he also heard that the Li family discarded in the cemetery. He took a flashlight and circled around his family's small yard. His wife in the house listening to also have some strange. Then followed the run out. The two people will be in the yard to look around. When the two people walked to the chicken coop, the hut is a joy ran back on guess right. The big rooster really ran back on their own. Zhou Xiongdong hut is very happy. After all, this is a good thing to get money and not lose. However, he knew that this big rooster cannot be kept tomorrow early to sell it. He quickly called his wife with him to catch a large rooster, but even called a few times. His wife did not respond. Zhou Xiongdong only then realized that something is wrong. Not waiting for him to understand it, his wife pushed him away, rushed forward. The strength of the surprisingly large, and his wife then eyes godless. Strange look, as if it has become another person. Only to see him 2 steps in front of the cockerel. Towards the big cockerel, will grab the past. Strange to say, the usual agile action of the rooster actually stood there motionless. Was his wife went up and grabbed in the hand. Next more horrible scene happened. Only to see his wife also do not know where the strength. Hence a pull. Actually the rooster was torn into 2 halves. Blood splattered everywhere. Zhou Xiongdong was scared completely, dare not move. Looking at the front of the blood covered like a hungry ghost wife, Zhou Xiongdong, scared half a day, did not react. After about 5 or 6 minutes, his wife suddenly, as if she was free, legs slimmed and collapsed on the ground. And at that moment, Zhou Xiongdong seemed to see an old man's shadow floating up from his wife, and the rooster seemed to have turned into a blurred shadow, carrying the old man towards the direction of the west wall of his house, and then disappeared at the root of the wall. See, those 2 shadows disappeared. Frozen half a day before Zhou Xiongdong reacted, went forward to help up his paralyzed wife. Zhou Xiongdong's wife, later born 2 days of illness, is also well. And then this night's experience is also he told the village old man.